everybody, Dan2Times15 here on Xbox Live, YouTube, and on Twitch, back again for some more WWE predictions. And we're gonna go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And who is it gonna be? Oh, I'll tell you who it's gonna be. It's gonna be me, making some WWE Royal Rumble 2023 predictions. That's right, the Royal Rumble is just around the corner. In fact, it's this Saturday, and I know we've got SmackDown that's still to come, and there might be some matches added. But the time I get around watching that on Saturday itself, I am going to have a chance to give you these predictions. So these are my predictions, and I'm going to do it old school style. I did a couple of, this and that here and there, but I'm ready to give you my predictions, including both the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches. I'm going to give that a custom look because on the actual website, it's a little bit different. But anyway, we're going to go on to the first matchup, ladies and gentlemen, the predictions for WWE Royal Rumble. Man, it's going to be great. The Royal Rumble is, of course, sponsored by Mountain Dew. And well, speaking of Mountain Dew, well, the Mountain Dew will present the Pitch Black match between Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. Yeah! Now, this matchup, oh man, it's going to be interesting because it's Bray Wyatt's first match back. Do we want Bray Wyatt losing this matchup? No, we don't. But do we? It's very hard to describe. I think there's going to be shenanigans due to this whole there's something 10 times much more important that's going in here. The story of Bray Wyatt versus Uncle Howdy at WrestleMania. So LA Knight is just like a pawn, in a sense, to this chess match between Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. So unfortunately, I feel like because of the shenanigans that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to say I think LA Knight's going to win. But I want Bray Wyatt to win. They might give us a Bray Wyatt win and surprise us all. And we'll talk about surprises in just a bit. And this is the first matchup that I got to show you guys. And it's going to be an interesting one, considering how Bray Wyatt is just returned and a lot of people have just returned. And I can't wait for the Royal Rumble. This Pitch Black match, how pitch black is it going to be? Will it be completely pitch black? Or will it be, well, we'll see it but through infrared? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. Sponsored by Mountain Dew, and we can do the do. But what can you do when you're facing Bray Wyatt? Good luck out there because you're going to need it. But I can swear now, shenanigans with Uncle Howdy will happen. And well, with Bray Wyatt being back, we kind of had a certain superstar go back to her old ways. You'll see in just a sec. In the next match, this is what I mean. With Uncle Howdy also trying to possess, Alexa Bliss again, reminding her how evil she really is. She claims that she's going to do this all by herself, but I feel like Uncle Howdy and shenanigans will happen in this match too, but not to what we think. Here's what I'm going to predict, and I predict that Alexa Bliss is going to lose this match. The reason why? Because Bianca Belair has been on a big run since winning her championship at WrestleMania. So I think it's going to go full circle, and I think that Bianca Belair will win this match. Even though I want Alexa Bliss to win this match at Royal Rumble, I don't think we're ready to have Alexa Bliss as champion just yet. I think the rematch will happen at WrestleMania because I think that it's a very big possibility she's going to be one of the favourites to win the Women's Royal Rumble match. And I'll get to that Women's Royal Rumble match in just a sec. Don't you worry. But this matchup, I like how it's like this camo version. It's actually kind of reminds me of Mr. T, the way that Mr. T wears his camo ready for battle, and she's got that necklace too. So That's kind of maybe some gear inspired by not Mr. T. So, well, it's this definitely I could. And with Alexa Bliss on the deep end, and she has actually been in women's Royal Rumble matches before. I think she'll be in the women's Royal Rumble match herself. So yeah, as I said, I think it will be Bianca Belair that wins this match, but I want Alexa Bliss. But we'll find out who's going to go to WrestleMania to face the winner of this matchup, or maybe the SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. We'll find out as I make my predictions for the Women's Royal Rumble next. Well, this is the Women's Royal Rumble match predictions. Now, these are the only women so far until SmackDown. Because this recording is before SmackDown, so it may have been added a few more people added to it, but hey ho, this is the only, as far as I can see, the newest entries to the Women's Royal Rumble matchup. We've got Selena Vega, Shayna Baszler, Candice LeRae, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan. There are plenty more to be added, which I would most likely going to see happen on SmackDown, but as far this is all we've gotten when it comes to people actually saying, yeah, I'm in the Rumble matchup. Like I said, I think Alexa Bliss will be in there too, but here goes a really big prediction. Here we go. Starting off with the people that start off with number 1 and 2. Now, we all know that Liv Morgan wants to be number 1, so that is most likely a guarantee. Number 2, the perfect choice for Liv Morgan to be in the ring with would be Valhalla, aka Sarah Logan. Could you imagine just them two staring each other down, two former Riot Squad members in the same ring? But with Valhalla being Valhalla, that would be perfect. That would be a perfect opportunity to have those two as number 1 and 2. Who should be number 30? It's tough to say. I mean, Shayna Baszler is a good pick for number 30. Ronda Rousey's a good pick for number 30. I mean, she was number 30 before. I think last year or whatever. Maybe in a surprise like Lita or Trish Stratus was number 30 at one point. Cool, could be. That's a good pick. But since those are some names I'm throwing out for surprise entries. But maybe I don't know. There's loads of women that have not yet to have entered that I mean, it's hard to choose, but maybe Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is a good number 30 spot. So that's my. Or Rhea Ripley is a number, and I reckon she'll be in there somewhere. But now is my pick to who I think is going to win and who I want to win. Who I think is going to win. Oh, it's a very hard one to choose, but since that she's on here and it's probably a very, very closer pick, there's Shayna Baszler. But who do I want? Rhea Ripley. She deserves it. She's been on a tear. I mean, even if she doesn't and gets eliminated here and goes into the Men's Royal Rumble, wouldn't it be awesome if she won the Men's Royal Rumble? Oh my god, a woman won a Men's Royal Rumble? It's 2023. Anything can happen. But here's what I say. For the 14th spot, Rhea Ripley needs to be in the 14th spot. The reason I say that is because I think Dominic Mysterio should have the 14th spot in the Men's Rumble, and I think they should save one another. For example, Rhea Ripley enters the ring, slides in, gets eliminated, gets caught by Dum Dum, as she calls him, and he then, carries her on back in. She then beats people up. Dominic Mysterio, same thing. He gets caught by Rhea Ripley. It writes itself. But I'll get to that. Now, who do I think will get eliminated first? Now, perfect opportunity to bring in Ruby Soho as number 3. Then you can have all 3 Riot Squads in the same time. Maybe beat each other up. But I feel like the one of the first ones to be eliminated, which will be coming in early, unfortunately, I think it'll be Emma. I think Emma just, for some reason, or Xia Li. Emma or Xia Li will be one of the first ones to be eliminated. That's my choosing for that. Who will be eliminated last? Well, as I feel like the Iron Woman of this match will be Raquel Rodriguez. That's another pick there, but I think the woman that's going to be eliminated last will be either a betrayal. I think Ronda Rousey will be betrayed by Shayna Baszler. But if it's for Rhea Ripley, I think it'll be Becky Lynch or someone big like that. So these are the following: Shayna Baszler, Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey to be the last ones to be eliminated. And the winner, of course. Those are my picks. Like I said, yeah, my winners are who I think: Shayna Baszler, who I want, Rhea Ripley. Surprise entries, I've already named a few. Michelle McCool, maybe the Better Twins might make a surprise entry. Maybe Ruby Soho. Beth Phoenix is a name that I would like to see. There's so many big names that I can't wait. We'll just have to find out. But, of course, the winner of the champion, of their choosing. But speaking of champions, let's have a look at the next championship match. Well, it's time to acknowledge your tribal chief, who's been having doubts about Sami Zayn. He said to Sami Zayn, I don't want to see you next. I don't want to see you on Friday. I don't want to see you any other day of the week. I don't care if you've got news. I don't care. I don't want to hear from you, see from you until Saturday, because that's your biggest test yet. And I think there was the biggest test yet, and I'll get to it in a minute, is to this match right here. I reckon that there will be some Sami Zayn shenanigans that will either go one way or the other. Either Sami Zayn will cost Roman Reigns the championship and Kevin Owens will become the champion, and then a split will happen, which I very much doubt. I want there to be a WrestleMania matchup between Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn, but I want it because of what I think will happen at the men's Royal Rumble matchup. Me personally, that's what I think will happen. Now, when it comes to this match, I think it'll be Sami Zayn proving his loyalty, and he will cost Kevin Owens the match. He won't get involved technically. I think there'll be a referee bump. There'll be a referee bump. He'll get knocked out. Sami Zayn might might have the championship. Like, Roman Reigns could be knocked out as well. He gets stunned by Kevin Owens. He's going 1, 2, 3. Where's the ref? And then there's Sami Zayn. He gets in the ring, or he's on the apron. Owens is like, oh, come inside. And he's got the belts. And he's looking at Roman. He wants to give the belt to Roman. Is now actually saying, come on, give me the belt. Owens is like, don't do it. Referee's still down. Says, okay, I won't give Roman a belt. Wham! Whacks him with the title belt. Roman he smirks because the referee's down. He smirks, but still, he shakes his head but smirks. He then goes up to Sami and says, what are you doing? And he says, acknowledging my tribal chief. Roman looks back at Sami, and Kevin Owens is getting back up. And at this point, Kevin Owens is about to hit him with a stunner, and just as soon as he's about to hit the kick, Sami Zayn well, not necessarily. Well, he's got. Let's say Kevin Owens is rolled on the outside, and he's got some type of weapon. Let's say a steel chair. Actually, we do that, and he's about to hit Roman Reigns with it, but then Sami Zayn takes the chair shot, just like in all the other evidence that he's protecting Roman Reigns. That's when he hits or he hits a Superman punch, hits a spear. Or, maybe Kevin Owens could just be getting up and then, Sami Zayn points out that he's behind him and he goes, huh? And then he spears him. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Sami Zayn gets the referee up. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Still the Universal Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns. That's who I think is going to win. As much as I want Kevin Owens to win, I think the Royal Rumble men's Royal Rumble match will be a little bit different to the way you think. Okay? And there's a return that's happening. We know that's happening in the men's Royal Rumble match. And I'm going to get to that in just a sec. And finally, the main event. The men's Royal Rumble match. It took me a while to edit this out. I'm going to admit that now. But I'm going to throw in what I think is going to happen and who's going to enter first, who's going to enter second, and what have you. And who's going to be number 30. Now, here's what I'm going to make a predict now. Who number 1 and number 2 going to be? Number 1, here's a perfect 2 of number 1 and 2 scenarios. So in fact, I'm going to give you 3 scenarios in number 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Scenario number 1, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, with a good number 3 being Austin Theory, and then scenario number 2, both the Usos because they don't have, obviously it's the Royal Rumble, they're not going to attack each other. Have Solo Sikoa come out at number 3, and then they can dominate the rest of the Rumble. The next scenario, and the third and final scenario, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, numbers 1 and 2. We can have Sami Zayn, the final test is to go out there into the Royal Rumble match, and he has to be number 1, endure the Iron Man, and prove to Roman Reigns that he is loyal. You can then have at number 2, 3, and at number 3, because you can have 3, have Jimmy and Jay, 3 and 4 being Jimmy and Jay Uso, number 5 being Solo, so that Kevin Owens is beaten down. He doesn't have to be eliminated, he can be beaten down. Have Cody Rhodes that come at number 10, which was Dusty Rhodes' one and only Royal Rumble match entry. You can have Kofi Kingston do something really great, but this time maybe do the same spot with Kevin Owens, but this time grab on. Or, maybe, grab on. Hopefully been practicing since you had an entire year to practice, Kofi, so get it right. Have Karrion Kross go after Rey Mysterio. I forgot to add Rey Mysterio to the picture because he's in the match. Have him go after Rey Mysterio, who's in this. But yeah, you can have Gunther go after Brock Lesnar, because I'm going to predict one of the surprise entries will be Brock Lesnar, and I think that they'll build up. I think Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander will be in the matchup, as long as with Bobby Lashley, and Omos will come out, and then there'll be battle and stare down between Omos and Bobby Lashley, but Omos won't attack Bobby Lashley. He'll go after whoever's in the ring, eliminate someone. Let's say he eliminates after Kofi Kingston saves himself, he eliminates him, and then he eliminates Ricochet. I'm just using him as an example, and maybe have someone, I don't know, someone who's just returned, who's just come out, and eliminate him. Maybe I'm gonna say maybe Ludwig Kaiser. Maybe he'll be in the Royal Rumble. Let's throw him in there just for maybe Santos Escobar. Let's say Santos Escobar, okay? They're not putting Ludwig under the bus like that. I think those two will save Gunther from elimination. That will be my prediction there. So yeah, I think then after that domination, that's when we hear Then 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And like I said, this will be maybe halfway through the Rumble. Maybe at number 15, after Dominic Mysterio's made his entrance, and he can maybe that's where Rhea Ripley saves him from almost elimination. Back at number 14, we'll have Brock Lesnar come in at number 15. I say 15 because you don't want a dominant Rumble being finished by Brock Lesnar. That's not going to happen this year. He'll be in the Rumble match, but I don't think he'll win it. It'll be like, oh my god, no. Then Brock Lesnar could eliminate someone maybe in the ring as Baron Corbin. Then maybe try and eliminate Drew McIntyre. But he doesn't successfully. He can go toe-to-toe with Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman could be in there, who's done a big source of eliminations, and finally gets him over the ropes. Then he comes face-to-face. Then Bobby Lashley's getting up, and he comes face-to-face with Brock Lesnar, and he goes into a big slobber knocker, and boom! Double clothesline, and, do you know what happens? Right? Bobby Lashley goes after. He's going after. He eliminates himself and Brock Lesnar. But that's what Brock Lesnar can do. He can eliminate Shelton Benjamin. He can eliminate Cedric Alexander. He can even eliminate Omos. That's when Bobby Lashley from behind can eliminate Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's pissed. He's F5ing on the outside. Cedric Alexander, he F5s Shelton Benjamin on the outside. Hell, even MVP's he's out there as a manager. He F5s MVP. Bobby Lashley's getting pissed. Almost then does a sneak attack onto Brock Lesnar, but he gets up, he gets German suplexed, then speared through the barricade. Then Brock Lesnar just gets back in the ring. He goes after Bobby, clotheslines him into outside, eliminates him. They battle, sitting up for the WrestleMania. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. That's what I think should happen there. I don't think he should win. I think he should go in, dominate the Rumble, clear out a few bodies, then get eliminated by Bobby Lashley because of the Hurt Business helping him out. That's what I think should happen. Because MVP did say on Monday Night Raw, if you ever need my help, alright, we'll let you do your thing. He failed. Brock Lesnar, that'll be a chance for that. Do I think that the following returns will happen? The Rock to return? Possibly. But I don't think it'll be the Royal Rumble match itself. Or this will be a good way to say, if we are going down the whole Rock returning at the Royal Rumble in the Royal Rumble match and winning the Royal Rumble. Do you know what would make a great story for that to set it up? Have Roman Reigns enter at fucking have him at number 1. So say, hey, I'm the tribal chief. I'm I beat Kevin Owens. I'm the WWE Undisputed Champion. I'm not gonna defend. He's not gonna defend his titles. If he's in the Royal Rumble match, and he goes on a tear, eliminating some of the early ones like Drew Gulak, Chad Gable, Otis, and some of the earlier ones, all the way up to number 10 when Cody Rhodes comes in. That, maybe he can end Cody Rhodes' dreams. And hell, Sami Zayn's in there at number 30, and Kevin Owens gets rid of Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and it comes down, and then that's when it could all come out, where The Rock's at number 27. I think it should be number 27, not number 30. Too obvious. That's when he goes face to face with The Rock. But The Rock is the one to eliminate Roman Reigns from the Royal Rumble match. And then that sets up for him versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Now, do I think that'll happen? No. Now, who are my picks to win? I have 3. Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. and maybe a fourth being Seth Rollins. 4 people there, and I'm going to say 5 of The Rock, okay? Those are my 5 to win. Those are the ones I want to win. They are my top 5 picks to win the Royal Rumble. I'm going to say 5 due to the fact that there's so many people that could possibly win it. Who do I think is going to win? I think the obvious one here, as much as I'd love to see Sami Zayn, The Rock, Seth Rollins, all those I just mentioned, I think it'll be Cody. This is his time to shine, and it'll be perfect. But let me know in the comments, who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble matches? Who's going to win the Women's Royal Rumble? Who's going to win the Men's Royal Rumble? Who do you think's going to return at the Royal Rumble Men's and Women's Royal Rumble? Or Roman Reigns gets screwed over by Sami Zayn? Will Kevin Owens get screwed over by Sami Zayn? Will we have a new Raw Women's Champion, or will Bianca Belair retain? Who will win the Lights Out match? Oh man, it's so much gonna happen at the Royal Rumble this Saturday. And then I'm down 2x15 on Xbox Live, YouTube, and on Twitch. Check me out there. And until next time, for the actual review of the Royal Rumble itself, goodbye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, click on the Master Chief icon to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to watch the preview of this video, click on the one on the left. If you want to watch the playlist, click on the one on the right.